All right, everyone. How's everyone doing? Steph had to run to the store, and I told her we had plenty of time because I would just jump on and start the live, tell everyone hi, welcome in, happy Monday. It's my Thursday, so tomorrow's my Friday. Yeah, so welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being here. Um, we're going to do an unboxing when Steph gets back. And then she'll talk and do some stuff, and then we're going to show some items. They're items that are going to be on our listing pile. This is your chance to essentially grab it before the price goes way up because it gets listed. So word up, Kevin. How are you? It's Tuber Chat, guys. If anyone that's wanting to build a channel at all, Tuber Chat's your guy. Let me tell you. Um, that's I've sat through his shows, and he just seriously tries to promote everything he can to get people's channels to go. Um, Let me get in here. Hi, Myra. Hi, Hippie. And Steph will be here in just a few minutes. She had to run to the store. Hi, baby girl. Let me get Tuber Chat's link dropped in here so we can grab. I just dropped Tuber Chat's link. Like I said, he's real big on building channels and helping everybody grow. He sees the idea. We're all supposed to be here to help each other. We really are. So, let's see here. He dropped Black Widow's link. And let me go grab baby girl's link. All right. Yeah, definitely go hit the notification button for Tuber Chat. Your future self will thank you. Pretty much everybody that's in our chat, I drop links as they come in if I can. Connect with everybody you can. We're all supposed to be doing this as a team. We're competition because we do auctions, so you have competition with other channels. But really, everybody should be trying to help everybody grow their channel. I mean, YouTube is over the entire world, man. It's huge. There's room for everybody. Hey, DJ. Let me drop yours real quick. Yep, exactly, Black Widow. We're all, if we can all just help each other, I mean, even if you don't get along with someone, just be cordial to them. Or just, act like they don't exist and go on, you know. We went through last year of, fighting stuff and everything. And we come to the end of the year, I looked at Steph and I said, it's going to end one way or another. I can't do the constant bickering and fighting and all the stupid stuff. I'm the mellow, easygoing guy. I'm your, I'd rather just sit back and chill. I forgot Hippie was in here because she had disappeared off my screen already. Let me get her link real quick. How's everyone's day? How was everyone's Monday? I mean, mine was a Monday. It always is. Mondays is when I help the management out by doing inventory on my section in the store. Um, it's just because I've had all the experience of management in restaurants, um, as a manager doing inventories and everything. So they utilize me for that fact. Hey, hi, Karen. Happy Monday. Yeah, Steph went to go get labels because she buried hers somewhere as we've been going through stuff. We're tearing apart the original cells area in the kitchen that we were originally started in because, our brother from another mother, he kind of wants some privacy, and I don't have an extra room for him. So we're clearing out that, and he's going to be able to throw a bed in there, and we're going to hang basically sheets going across, so he's got his own little room. He's not worried about noise. He would like to be able to sit in his room and watch TV, and not have everyone tell him, oh, you can't, I need the TV for overnight so I can play watch hours. A year ago when he lived with us, he would sleep all night with his TV blaring. It was annoying, everything. And now he don't even want to go to bed if the TV's on. So, we worked with him quite a bit, and then, he ended up going with family. So, and then that didn't work out. So now he's here with us. Sorry, I can multitask a little bit, but I'm not the greatest at multitasking. I mean, I am, but not, when I'm typing or reading or something like that. It's really hard to talk at the same time. Something about the same side of your brain. But sounds like they're back.
We are back.
Oh.
The base traffic's real, and I got a second package we're going to unbox. So that I can tell you just from the color, that's from Don's channel.
Yep. So Tuber Chat's in here, Baby Girl Vibes is in here, Hippie's in here.
Y'all are amazing.
Black Widow's in here. We've all just kind of been. Yeah, I spy a lot of cool stuff behind you. Yes.
So we're going to discuss that stuff because a lot of this.
Oh, Black Widow wants to see the elephant.
Okay, we can do that.
All right, I bid everyone adieu.
These went up 50%. That right there is no longer $1.
Well, in that other sales area, there is boxes of rolled labels that we bought for that purpose that we could just strip cut.
Right, but I think those labels, hey, y'all, give me just a second, I promise you. In Black Widow, I will grab that elephant in just a moment. I think that's my solution for my thermal printer because I haven't re-upped on labels yet.
I'm gonna try.
But I don't have the churn because those are round.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. So base traffic's real. It is Monday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Monday. So we had to take the loop because otherwise I'd still be sitting there trying to get turned. All right, let's see. We are going to show this, y'all, and then you've welcomed everyone in.
No, I just have been just talking as they've come in.
Okay. Can you hang this up?
I told you I would just keep the masses at bay until you got back.
So, Black Widow, this is marked made in the Philippines. So, right there, made in the Philippines.
1226.
1226 is the number, and it was a $9 start. I will tell you, I've showed that several times. So we could even do a buy it now. If you don't like the price, then shoot me an offer.
How much was it?
$9 was my starting bid, but it's hung out so long we could do a buy it now.
Yeah, I welcome you guys as you guys came in. But,
hey, Scooter.
Hey, Scooter.
Okay, let's go ahead and mark it sold to Black Widow. Thank you, Black Widow. As soon as I can find a measuring tape of sorts, I can give you an idea of size.
I gotta get myself set up here.
Y'all, I'm going to jump up and chat really quick after I measure this out. It's give her an idea of the size of it. I know she ain't worried about it. Sorry, Mark sold, but you know. So if you were going to put it on the shelf, you need about 8.5 inches of clearance. For those that don't know, Black Widow has a booth or two, I think. You're going to need about 8 inches of clearance as well for height because of the trunk.
Hi, Scooter.
But
I don't know if I said hi or not.
It's awesome. So I'm just giving her a close up, y'all, because, you know. But thank you, Black Widow. Appreciate that. Y'all, I have an accountability partner. If no one's familiar with who that is, it is Scooter Renee LLC. She has put a fire under of sorts, right, under my tail to get things listed because we got a vet bill that is going to be due soon. And then we got moving expenses soon as well. So that's the purpose of doing the buy it before we list it. I'm just going to put her initials, Black Widow, on there. But before we get started all the way, y'all, I need to get up in chat. Oh, and he does have both tusks. I will tell you, even the plastic elephants, at least here in the Flint Hills, people are carnivores. They literally steal the husks. They're not even real, you know? Alrighty. Y'all, I will tell you something. Scooter Renee is a great accountability partner. She really is. I mean, I suppose she could be a thorn. She could really be a thorn in my behind right now because I ain't listed anything in probably 8 days. I have a lot of excuses, a couple valid reasons, but no one wants to hear about all that. So we're up at
that link in a second.
So we're all the way up at the top. Has Jody come in any form yet?
No.
Y'all, several months ago, it's been several months ago, somewhere around the first of the year, I purchased this top, which buttons up, but I'm telling you, it's going to make me look a lot bustier than I prefer to be. And so that's the reason why it's unbuttoned. But hey, I can fit it. I can flex. Can do that 3 months ago. All right, blessing through connection. They are very familiar. I think we're connected. I may be incorrect, but I honestly believe blessing through connection is connected through Tuber Chat. That's Kevin. Hello posted this live on our community tab. I will go in after our live and I'll do all the YouTube things with them. Then we got Buying Space who shared us out. Welcome in, Buying Space, and welcome in, Blessing Through Connection. And then let's see. So Buying Space with us. No, she's early. We started at 5, didn't we?
Yep.
All right, so let's go down. So the way I decide who is first in chat is we try to keep it somewhere around 60 to 70 minutes before live. So I see that Jessica was in just before 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm going to go see who's below her and see if they come in right at that actual time. And it's actually over. So we'll give Jessica first in chat today. Welcome in, Jessica. And is she active in our chat right now?
I haven't seen her in a while.
All right. Before we got started earlier,
she dropped a link for Crack and Mary earlier.
Okay.
And then I tried to drop it. I Remember last night Joanne said she couldn't remove her own comment? I can't remove mine either. I dropped the wrong person's channel in when I hit enter, and it won't let me remove it.
So you'll have to let me know where it is when I get further in chat, because I'm where Jessica was in. And then there's Kathy. Welcome in, y'all. I have a couple things I want to show today. They are Christian related. Somewhere between Christian and Catholic. Just FYI. So a lot of it's little cards. There's photos of Jesus and all that good stuff. If we get to it, we get to it. First, we've got 2 unboxings. And I'm going to open them up in the order in which they arrived to me. So it will be the 2 old guys, Vintage and Resale, Mark and Mike. They are based just outside the Kansas City metro on the Missouri side. So from my doorstep to theirs is 2 hours and 2 minutes. I'm betting I could be there in less than 2, but hey. We did meet them in November. They're great fellas. So, going down. Let me make sure I just hit the down button. I want to make sure I did not miss anyone's shared out. Have you gotten all of that as far as written in the notebook yet?
Now, yeah.
Kathy shared us out?
Yep.
Okay. I just want to be sure. And I think it's PD that's whining.
You're good, Jessica. I don't know what's going on with the weather or what. My back's been tweaked for 2 or 3 days.
Well, Kansas has started to become the inferno that we know it to be.
Hey, Jay Thompson.
Hey, Jay Thompson. I am up in chat, y'all, so I'm coming down. I'm just trying not to miss anything. Welcome in, Black Widow. Y'all, if y'all didn't catch yesterday's sale, I highly recommend. Just saying, I've seen a lot of great stuff over there on Black Widows. Yes, I was on the panel, but hey, I'm also a buyer. Just not such a buyer right now for obvious reasons. It's hot, y'all. Even in here, it's hot to me. So we're just gonna shed a layer.
So, Jessica, whenever you get a chance, drop in letter between E through P.
Yes, because I have a giveaway. Yours is up there on the top. So.
Yeah, last night's show was a blast.
And y'all, Black Widow's got some great things coming up. So definitely connect with her. If you're not, I highly recommend, because she she has another channel. I think that's specifically mostly gardening, targeting, totally chop that up. Okay. But typically, as far as auctioning, she does those on Sundays on her channel. So she does do pop-ups. I know she was talking about possibly a pop-up this week. So if you have the notification bell set to all, you'll get those notifications. Sometimes YouTube really does have issues. All right, this is for Jessica.
Yep, when you get down to it.
All right, I'm just going to do it right here. That way I don't lose my space, but we're working in real time. So Jessica, girl, these are post hoop earrings. Post hoop, gold tone. And it looks like black enamel. So, but those will go in your giveaway box. And I've got to unbury. Y'all, you know, I purchased from Scooter Renee a heart
there's Blessings Through Connection. You're back.
Welcome back. Blessings Through Connection. I bought a heart post-it like container so I would stop losing these. However, this container is not only vintage, it's also not for sale. Mister, do those initials look familiar?
That's for grandma's box, right?
Aunt Jenny had this. This was my great grandmother's.
Her great grandma was cool.
My great grandmother lived to somewhere around 90, and she buried 2/3. More than that, she buried all her sons before she passed away. Let's see. All right.
Yeah, my biggest memory of her is the very first time I met her. She gave me a hug, grabbed my arm, led me to the kitchen, and started pulling recipes out and being like, here's some recipes for you.
Yeah, she gave you 3. Do you remember what they were?
I knew frog eye salad was one.
Mm-hmm. No, not real frog eyes, y'all. It's pasta.
The diabetic friendly pineapple upside down cake,
which is still my favorite, but I haven't had it for a hot minute because we don't do added sugar.
Right. And then I don't remember what the third one was.
Her little beanie weenie.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what she had in a crock pot that day, and you asked her, whatever. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for going down memory lane with us, y'all. Tuber chat.
So Jessica, you have a box coming.
Yeah, Jessica, you've got a box coming. So if she put in there to gift it to anyone, oops, it already fell in your box. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if you're going to buy that or not, but hey, can't blame a girl for trying. A buying space. Did I already welcome in buying space? Y'all, if you're unfamiliar with buying space, that's Myrie Lane. Myrie Lane is her name, and unboxing is her game. And y'all, I seen something new. It was either last night or early this morning. I don't know which. But in her community side where you post, keep everyone updated, she put this week's schedule out for an enveloping and unboxing. So hey, that's awesome. Okay, and then there's Hippie Girl. Y'all, did you hear that Hippie be selling on YouTube? She does. Welcome in, girl. Nice to see you. Baby Girl Vibes. I gotta go do some love on Baby Girl Vibes channel. I will tell y'all, if you ever find yourself on YouTube, doesn't matter what day of the week, doesn't matter the timing, you just find that none of us channels are on live active, and you need a safe channel to go to. Not that I don't think anyone's channels are safe. That's not what I'm saying. But I totally recommend it if you need to be grounded, if you just need that anchor, go to Baby Girl Vibes channel. She has a lot of beautiful content. I love her voice. It's very soothing and calming. And it's very grounding.
Thank you, Blessed to Crochet. It's the other channel. She came in and the second channel gave us the second thumbs up, so I was able to sub and drop her link to both channels.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
I gotta go check. Y'all are amazing. I am not halfway down in chat, but I'm trying to get there. I'm trying not to get stuck. I really am. I just don't want to miss anyone. Yeah, Tuber chat will be live tomorrow. Kevin typically goes live about every 3 days, y'all. So it does rotate every week, obviously. I do know that Tuber chat, Kevin, I think he was working from home. I don't know the whole story, but I do know he goes away from his home for employment. So that he announced that a few weeks back. So I haven't caught him live much, but that's just because I've got a lot going on in the background. Busy. But I haven't seen really a whole lot of change. It's averaging every 3 days. If y'all are not connected with Tuber chat, it doesn't matter if you got 20 followers. That's also known as subs. I highly recommend just connecting with his channel. You do that now and you can figure his channel out later. But trust me, if I had to list anyone as number one, in my opinion, for YouTube.
Thank you, Jessica.
For support, right? Doesn't matter. Just support. Number one is Tuber chat. So, I bet you some of y'all probably thought there was someone else in number one. It's actually Kevin. As far as auctions, y'all, that's a trick thing, and I am absolutely not gonna. No.
Who's our favorite auction channel? Let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Here.
Sorry, can you repeat that? Because I muted you in case you threw out someone's channel name, and I didn't want you to. I'm kidding. I did mute you for a second. All right, y'all, give me a second. I've got a pup that's whining, and it's starting to get on me. Oh, Ellie is laid fully across the hallway, and she's still so big. He can't get over her, so he's sitting there in front of her, whining at her because he wants to get back here. Alrighty.
Well, when you feel comfortable, hippie, we'll have a discussion.
All right, I'll have to get down in chat to figure that out, y'all. But hey, there's DJ. Welcome in, DJ. Y'all, I'm just kind of glancing over and just going down in chat. Otherwise, I'll get derailed again.
And Black Widow's dog's laying on the air conditioner vent. Our red healer lays in front of the first bedroom door because the air comes out the bottom of the door because they're cut.
Yeah, the doors are like this far short for the door frames. Don't ask me. I think these were show houses. What in the world? Oh, it's good, dude. You're good.
Yeah.
Yep. Go.
Throw the other ones away.
I can't find the second.
Dude, it's good. Brother from another mother. Alrighty. And then Mr. of course is dropping links, y'all.
So is Jessica.
Jessica is anyone with a wrench can. Oh, did you get around her? Let me make sure my hoodie's still on the floor. Yep. Lay down. Good boy. I Karen, welcome in. Good to see you.
We're selling today.
We are selling, y'all.
If you see anything in the background, ask.
If anyone's interested in the MCM, because a lot of people have been, I do have a $48 reserve on it already. It's still sitting up there for a reason. But past that, yeah, I've got some glass. Yeah, that's a real Kermit. No, it's not a puppet. Alrighty. And is anyone dropping their numbers?
Yeah, the lamp can sell.
Who's asking?
Hippie. Not the lava lamp is the one that's got the $48 reserve.
Yeah, so that's a $48 reserve. That's just because that's what someone's already offered me. And they pay pretty promptly, but I love it for $48. That one, I do have some interest. There are some beads missing from it. And it would be an $18 start for that one. But there are some beads missing. So it does work.
It needs, I've got to work on the shade a little bit because it's got the 3 poles that come down into the little plastic clip that goes underneath the light bulb. And one of the poles is loose. It's an easy fix. I just haven't had a chance to mess with it.
All right. Now I came in and baby girl vibes letting me know that Mr. had the ship going in the right direction. So, y'all, I'm just going to scoot down.
Icon's asking about your green sewing box.
I have 30 on it. It's not jam-packed, but it is pretty full. It's avocado green. It's $12.52 for the number. I could show it here in a minute. Let me get further in chat It does have a lot of vintage. It does have wood spools. But back on the hoodie, or you gotta leave my space.
I don't know, Jessica. I can go see if I
Hey,
can
I'm
get
being
all the way to the
serious.
top.
No, he wants to be under there. Problem is, when I roll my chair, yeah, it's gonna hit him. Give me a second, y'all. My senior dog is being needy, and I'm not complaining.
I think it's the weather coming in tonight.
It's gotta be, because usually he isn't quite like this. I mean, he's been kind of weird since Ellie had her heat stroke, but you're fine, bud. I just gotta remember you're there. He's in my foot traffic.
Scooter says she's been eyeing your pink lamp.
I know Black Widow's been eyeing it, and there was someone else. Who was it? There was someone else. It was 2 or 3 people when I put it in my background. And it needs a little work, but it does work. What I mean by work is I'm talking the wires that hold the shade to the lamp. But everything's there other than missing some beads. Y'all, I just got to get down in this chat. Hey, Crack and Mary, welcome in, y'all. Y'all, I have to tell you, for the most part, I think everybody active in chat that I've seen so far, huge thank you. We had 17 invoices. Unfortunately, not all of them, went fulfilled. One of them actually went ignored, so the one thing I don't like more than being ghosted is being ignored. So not drama, just explaining.
We did have. Are we doing any clothes today? Was your plan on it, or was you just?
I wasn't really planning on clothing today, but Karen, let me know sizes. That would help. I do have a lot of women's clothes separated, so I can pull from sizes. Thursday, I'm gearing more for clothing, and a lot of it's going to be $3 to $4, even if it has a tag on it. Just saying. I've got to move this stuff. In all reality, we've got to be out of here. This is my time frame, not because we got an impending eviction or anything, y'all. Because we don't. But
I want to be out of here before the weather gets bad.
Yeah, I want.
Winter stinks in this house, man.
Yeah, let's not. Yeah.
Large tops.
I mean, I'm large tops. Okay. I'm not looking forward to being out of the Flint Hills, but I do need to be closer to both my aging family and our growing extended family. So we may be staying in Kansas. If I could still see my providers and just jump above the border, meaning above the Oklahoma line, then we'll probably land in Oklahoma, but it'll be one or the other. It's still Tornado Alley. It just means
we're it just means of Oz here, and that's the land of the tornado twisters down there.
Yeah, no joke. They're attracted to populated areas, so quite literally, we will have a storm shelter, or we just won't move there. Hey, did our kid call you today?
This morning.
Our kid in training for a police officer?
This morning.
Yeah. He's so excited. He goes, this is how it started was, hey, I'm legal.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what
I'm like, me. Legal? Were you illegal? Like, are you going to be deported? And he's like, what? I was trying to find some humor in the day. I will get with it. Quite literally. The idea is Saturday, Scooter Renee, to have enough space so I can photograph and start listing and just pump it out. My goal is 3 listings a day, 3 to 5. I'm definitely not going to bite off too much because I think
it'll go quicker once you get going.
You get
2 or 3 of them under your belt. I think it'll just go quick from there. You think how much struggle you had with YouTube side of this. when we started.
And we're still adjusting.
Oh yeah.
And so many other channels are as well. Hey Jay, what's up, y'all? What's up with you, Jay? Welcome in. Good to see ya. Y'all, thank you so much. And I know I've talked a whole lot. I just hate missing anything in chat. But hey, I can't have both, right? So we're just gonna, if there's something important, Mr. will let me know. Hey, Steph, you just need to go back up because I am taking too long. All right, y'all. If you haven't dropped a number between 1 and 125, go ahead and do so now. We are going to have some giveaways. I will let you know giveaways included sunflower bucks. I haven't been doing sunflower bucks, and once in a while I will put them on an invoice as a surprise. That didn't happen this week, y'all. We were counting pennies. So, that's just transparency. But aside from that, we're still going to have our monthly giveaways that's open to everybody. I just can't have, packages sitting around for several weeks to months and not getting out and not complaining, just explaining. We typically have people, Mr. will check Black Widow. Black Widow says 17 if it's still available for a number.
Okay.
However, with the cost of shipping going up and all that good stuff, I'm really going to try to just stick to the giveaway boxes monthly and see if we can't get in a better routine with that. So much has been going on in the last couple of months, and I apologize, y'all.
Cool. Everyone's numbers are good.
All right. And you got Kathy's at 82?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 125. Didn't know I was pulling one right now. A random number
between 1 and... Okay.
Did y'all see it? It was 10.
I saw 10.
I bumped my screen so it shut her off. So our first giveaway is number 10. And the way we do our giveaways is if no one comes in on our number, we go with the one immediately above. If there's no one above, then and only then do we go with the one immediately below. And no one came in on 10, and Black Widow's at 17. So Black Widow, wait, I'm going to ask you, would you like jewelry or would you like sunflower bucks? You can have either. If you want sunflower bucks, it'll be $5 off your invoice this week. The reason why I'm giving Black Widow that option, y'all, is, again, Black Widow is only on her channel for auctions on Sundays, and she has a lot of jewelry inventory, so I don't want to, if she'd rather the sunflower bucks, we could do that. So.
Bucks, I have a ton of jewelry. Done deal.
All right, note that on. And then I'm just going to do this for mine. And y'all, sunflower bucks will be coming back to the giveaway, but it's going to be for paying customers. I don't mean that to sound rudely, because it's not profits over people. We run our channel for people over profit, right? People are always first. Profits here. In turn, I cannot be out $40 to $60 in shipping. That's not the items. That's not the packaging. That's just the shipping. It's one of those bleeding things I've got to stop. So, all right. So today's 7th, right? Yeah. 7/7.
Yeah, I wrote that date enough to you.
Right. Black Widow giveaway bucks. Now I will tell y'all, there was a couple people that, and that's just because of how I started the invoicing. There was 3 of y'all that had me paid before Black Widow, FYI. Take that as a compliment because she's usually hot on whether it's, her device or a bigger device. Yeah, I'm going to put this here so.
Yep, that's fine.
I
Now
have
I
it
can
for
remember
later.
the invoice.
Yeah. Well, just put it on her card. So. All right, we did 1 giveaway. We'll do 2 more. Where's the tool guys?
Out here.
All right, y'all. If you see anything in the background you want us to pull, we'll do that. I want to get through these 2 boxes really quick. I'm not in such a hurry that we do it a disservice by any means, but here's the thing. If I do a live unboxing, for one, I can't go in and edit it. Well, I could after the fact, I guess. But you get the response and everything, right? So I did do, I think it was 1 or 2, well, I know for sure 1, but possibly 2 pre-recorded. And I'll tell you what, the analytics don't lie. It's, at least for my channel, there ain't no denying who this is from. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 2 guys. So, on the back of their postcards, they always sign them. Or they have for manually. I have to say that because I'll tell you what, they're Mister. Yeah, we haven't seen anyone step out. Shipping's tomorrow, y'all. I needed an extra day just so I can not feel rushed to do postcards. This weekend was weird. So if Giovanni comes in, he's got a new tape measuring coming with it. So, just so you know, Mark from the Tool Guys Vintage and Resale, this paper isn't just like construction paper. It's literally like construction paper, not the kids stuff.
Yeah, it's almost as thick as the one that I got. The rolls I got.
I've been trying to source one of these out in the wild, and I'll tell you, some people think their stuff's worth a lot, and I'm not saying it's not. It just, sometimes some people price their stuff out of budgets for people. I'm probably one of them, but hey.
Oh, that's it, Major. Fell in a bag.
It just fell in a bag, right?
It just fell in a
It just
bag.
fell in a bag.
That's the kind of stuff that, we're supposed to do for people, though.
So, believe it or not, it was only 1 item.
Black Widow, LOL, out in the wild.
Out in the wild. You know what? I'll show you stuff I'm here in a bit that I out in the wild. I've never come across one. It's a toy that's older than me and Mister, but we played with it growing up. We, meaning me and my siblings. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, no, that's cool.
I was trying to make sure so I didn't show you since you're not in disguise. So I cannot source these locally, at least, without paying full retail of whatever, I'm not complaining. I'm just, there's some things I'm like, darn it. And then it's like, hey, maybe I'll find it with Tool Guys. Honestly, that's how I got the black cats up there. But I got that through their eBay store. And I didn't let Mark know about it. I paid for it in the middle of the night, meaning my next shipment after those black cats, he actually gave me free shipping because for members, they do shipping discounts for typically. All right, so that was from the Tool Guys. Let me look. Okay, just looking for the label. So this one is from Don's channel.
Cracking.
Y'all, if these boxes and packages can't take the abuse from me, they had no business being with the carrier. We're actually going to do at some point an unboxing, not an unboxing, A box. I'm giving you a fair warning so then you don't freak and think it's your package. We're gonna package something very fragile.
I'm going to package an egg inside a box, and then I'm going to take and kick it.
Where are you gonna kick it from?
The top of the parking garage in Aggieville.
And we're gonna record it live.
And then I'm going to send the egg to myself,
And why?
so I know whether or not I packed right.
So which carrier are you going with? The local one or?
I may kick 2 packages off.
All right. Dawn is not shy about her packaging, y'all. And I might have caught real late last night. Not too late because I did go to bed earlier than I typically do. But I caught her live unboxing from me. I think it's been about 2 weeks ago.
One where she's sitting outside on her porch.
Using the knife to cut everything open.
Yeah.
Woohoo! This is cool. It's a charging stand, but more importantly, it'll hold my stuff. So, got that. And then,
No, I'm not going to hard boil it. I'm actually going to put a raw egg in.
no, he's going to put a raw one in. He will. Hey, Kraken. Welcome in. All right, so I got that. It's still new in the box. And then, y'all,
Is that the resellers?
this is the reseller lot. My next shipment is also a reseller lot. I will tell you, that right there in the store, I think they're black, maybe white. That's $12 in the store. Yes, the cheap store. That is another $7 to $8. Woo. Those, depending on how many, it's about $5.
Reload me.
Yeah, those are the big ones. Those are for clothing. I don't know because I can't afford to buy them in bulk. Here, mister.
Yep.
He's got a tote for. Hey, I'm not done yet.
I know. I've got a tote.
Those
for
are like the 1
packing
ounce
supplies.
bags. Maybe they're gram bags. I don't know. Yeah, I want that. There's more bags.
I used
More
a bunch of
bags.
bags.
Well, jewelry boxes. I just unloaded from a store jewelry boxes because they were still marked $1.25 and they were marking everything in the store $1.50 and above. Those bags,
Small pulleys.
y'all, half this bag was literally free. No, I had to pay for the whole lot. I didn't get no discount. Not complaining. I didn't need a discount. She had this very affordable. And then these. I can tell you right now, if I had to go purchase everything individually per thing, as far as for the pack,
See you later, Jessica.
See you later, Jessica. I'd be in for over $50. Not even kidding. When I re-upped on supplies, so Mr. could package the packages that are leaving tomorrow, I was $60 in. That was boxes, packing, not complaining, just explaining. That was a couple great unboxings. All right. We are going to start with 1252. Do I need to stop? Do I need to go back? Or can we just... Okay. I do need a drink.
Exactly, Black Widow. And a lot of people, I don't think, understand that it costs. The roll of bubble wrap is $13.
The stickers I put in y'all's packages. If you noticed, if you got any packages in the last 4 weeks from me and you've opened them, there's no stickers typically in them. I ran out. To re-up, that same package that used to cost me $1.20, not $1.25, $1.50 to $2, it's now over $5 because of tariffs. I'm not complaining, just explaining. We do not do politics on this channel for this reason alone. When my kids, each of them, yes, I've got 2, took an oath. I lost the privilege of having an opinion on a public platform, so we don't do it. I will tell you, a lot of small business owners are concerned because their supply chains are diminishing and not meaning the stuff's still available, but you're paying 2 to 3 times what you were just a few weeks ago. We'll figure it out. We'll adjust. We'll overcome. And a lot of it, I know how to do digital stuff and print the stuff, so I'll be making a lot of my stuff. But not everyone has that ability, So anyway, $12.52 is $30 start. Great thing about a starting bid is if you're the only one that comes in for it, that's what you get it for. I don't know how old these are, but this one has both trays in it, and it has 2 of the slide dividers, not for this one, but for the other one. So the handle is there, and you just push it down to, retract it in there. So this is a wooden spool. This is new as far as the fact that it's never been on a thread spool or, like a machine. Wood. That one I'm not sure. I thought it was plastic. It does not sound plastic, and it doesn't feel like it's wood. That one's wood. That one's wood. That one's the same as this one.
Exactly, Black Widow.
Now, I will tell you, not that you can't use old thread, but thread can get...
It dry rots.
It dry rots. So if you're using this vintage thread to sew someone's jugular, I would find it a better cord. Let's see. You get... That don't show you nothing, but let's see. Where's the rest of it? That's why I couldn't find it yesterday. So those are binders or whatever. I just dropped that. It says Clinton. There's 14 each. There ain't that many, but it was 15 cents back in the day. I'll show you that more in a minute. You do get a seamstress tape. And then there's etching that tells you where everything goes. So, like, your thread goes there and here. Needles are here. Bobbins are here. Pin cushion here. Pins. There's those dividers. There are 2. That's all I found with these. I will tell you, most of the time when I find these plastic,
they're busted.
Not only are they not in great condition, rarely do I find one tray, let alone 2 in them. But the tray, I do not see any real imperfections. Yes, it does show some wear. But, I mean, that ain't an issue. All right. Then your second tray, you get push pins in the box. I don't know if they're all there, but there's a significant amount. These are the Boyd, whatever. I don't know how old that is, but it does have 10 cents on there. This one is Singer needles. It does say 2020, so I don't know if that's the year or what, but hey. Singer needles, so you get those. Then you get 7 yarn. Well, we're just going to say needles. 7 yarn. I don't know. But it's heavy duty needles with large eyes for... so you can use yarn with those instead of regular thread. Then you get this thread case. This one is from I'm not quite sure. A lot of generations definitely had it worse than us. I will tell y'all, my grandma watches the news. I mean, she was a farmer's wife, a veteran's wife, etc. So that's just the thing they did was watch the news. You get those. So these ones, see on the back, extra long needles with long eyes for doll making. Still sealed. Then you get a lot of these small plastic ones. You get, I don't know if this is all here, but it says button up color stays, U.S. patent. 6 metal color stays, 3 sizes. And then it gives the amount, or, the sizes. And this is button up color stays. So you get that as well. Get a pair of scissors. Let me set this down. So this is the one. It's kind of falling apart. Darn it, I keep dropping this. All right, give me a second.
At least it's not breakable.
Right. I thought there was a stay on there, or a binder on there, but it's not. That's empty, but that's what that one is. That's the Clinton, 15 cents. Alrighty. Oh. And then we have stuff in the bottom. You get a handy dandy sewing machine. It's a handheld. Don't know the quality, but hey, it's there. Then you get an all-purpose thread, 12 spools. It has the little sheet for, I doing the threading the needle. It comes with at least 3 needles. So you get that. Get this 70 hand needles. There's scissors in there, and then obviously a used sewing kit. This one is simply home repair needle, 7 pieces. Don't know how old this is, but it was 29 cents back in the day. And then last but not least, there is 6 loop needle threaders. So if no one's interested in the contents, I could tell you I could let the case itself go for 18. I know what I've got into it. Grandma's got got one identical. I think hers has both trays, and hers is in blue. So
Karen's getting just the case.
All right.
Gotcha.
Would you go get me the other sewing basket, please?
Yep. Give me one quick second.
I'm just gonna dump everything in there. Thank you, Karen. And I think I got your info.
Yeah, you've sent to her.
I think, yeah. So
she bought it off a Nana show.
That's what I was
3-4 months ago.
Yeah. Alrighty. This one I need to do a little cleaning on, y'all. But hey, this is what we do.
Thank you, Karen.
And thank you, Karen. I appreciate you.
And then Hippie wants $12 for the content.
You got it. You got it, Hippie. Hippie, do you remember the item last week that you went to bid on? And you said, please? Y'all, if you didn't know, Hippie had a birthday recently. I think in the last 72 hours. But she bid on this. So, FYI. Hippie, guess what? It wasn't on your invoice, was it, huh? This is coming to you tomorrow. Oh, I don't know if that was... Yeah, that was part of the sticker. But, this is a Leslie Beck 2003 from Joanne. Joanne's just went out of business. Not laughing over that. But it's a new kit. It's a sewing kit. And Hippie, this is coming to you with a birthday card and some other goodies. Because, yeah, I did not mean to overlook your birthday girl. I am setting her stuff in here for right this second, mister.
Here, put that in there with it.
That works.
That just keeps me from having to go get a box right now.
Yeah, that works. So, oh, I didn't. I only cleared one tray, not two. And then Hippie wants the contents of this one. Hippie, you are going to get a slight tingle of threads. Let's see what we're doing. I'm going to stick it in. That's cool. All right. So, I found 3 of the dividers I can. So there's actually 3 dividers, and it's for this tray.
All right, so she wants to know if the box you're putting all that in is for sale also.
Short answer is yes. Long answer is it needs some cleaning. So it does have a stain here. It's kind of pink. Here, let me bring it up to you. See the tint. And then here, let me close this so then the contents don't fall out. There is like a water spot there and one again right here. I just haven't done a whole lot with it to but yeah, so the short answer is yes, it's available. I would tell you I need at least $10 start on it.
Character marks. What's your number on that box? And I'll throw it in.
There is not one, so you'll go with 1340.
Okay.
Because I know that number's good. And
you said you had to have 10, right?
I need to have 10. It does have a scratch. Well, it's got a few scratches in the tray, but that looks like a crack. So let me look a little better. That definitely looks like a crack, but I can't feel. No, it's right there.
So she threw enough for. Okay, she threw 10 in.
Okay. So.
It's a real light crack.
It's a light crack. It looks like it's all the way through, but it is not. I did not see that until right now. There it is. It does go to right there.
Yeah, I knew that count was going to go through the roof, Black Widow, because they hadn't counted the 30 kids that were missing yet.
You know, y'all know I don't watch the news, or I think you do. I do that for several reasons. But with that news just come in, usually not necessarily in our chat, but Black Widow's cool. I've been in the shadows watching that count go up, and yesterday I'm like, there is no way they're counting those kids. I mean, not that they weren't counting, but I meant as a whole, they haven't put on.
Well, no, because they were waiting until the last possible minute to declare them. Because they found one up in a tree the other day that was alive. So,
well, I mean, and you know, there's the possibility kids can be resilient. But you know, I mean, if
that was just unreal. And then North Carolina's getting hit now with floods.
All right, so we got Hippie in for this one.
We're sold.
Are we sold to her? Yep. Okay, this has a tray with it. So let me see if I can get some of the big stuff.
Let me.
I just need to be able to put the tray back in there. I bet you I get that first. Yes, we compete sometimes. No, all I'm good at. All I'm good at. No. So that will have to go out. Nope. Oh, because that one's standing up. So that closed.
Here you go.
This could not go in there. There's not enough room.
I got you a box made up and just set it down in that box.
Thank you, mister.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one's for Karen, right?
Yep, and I'll make up another box.
All right, give me a second because something's not sitting right. That's because I put the bottom tray in. Weird. There we go. Thank y'all so very much. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. So, there you go. And I need to put Karen's name on it. We're going to go ahead and do another giveaway. I'm going to ask Siri for the number because, let's be honest, we've done enough giveaways. I'm pretty keen on whose numbers are usually whose or somewhere whereabouts. So, not because I cheat, but I mean, my mama, it didn't matter what we were playing, whether it was cards, board game, dominoes, dice, whatever. The roles always evolved as the evening went on. And so
I played spoons with that woman once.
Hey Siri, give me. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, if anyone hasn't dropped a number between 1 and 125, go ahead and do so. If not, if you already have, don't worry about putting your number in again. And
See you later, hippie.
See you, hippie.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you. And then Biden Space says that she tries to put current events on her Facebook, although it happens in live sometimes. And that's true. That's true. Yeah, there's Kraken. And see, Kraken, on any given day, I'd be like, well, what's Kraken's number? Well, I think anyone knows Kraken well enough knows that his number is typically 69. So if you come in my chat first and you want the number 69, that's the number, but that's not fair. So, all right. Hey, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 125, please.
A random number between 1 and 125 is 22.
All right, so
Kraken Mary. Kraken Mary is at 45.
And nothing between.
There's nothing between 22 and 44. And the next number is 45, which is Kraken Mary. Girl, if you still here, pick a letter between E and P. And if there's an empty pocket, I'll grab something else.
And I'm out of chat for just a second.
Is everything okay?
Yeah. So those clothes that I was telling you about, there's 6 to 8 for size for women, and then I can message her and she can send us pictures or whatever. A lady on Facebook.
Did she give you a price range?
Not yet. A lady on Facebook had a bunch of 1960s and 1970s vintage clothes. Most of them still new with tags.
So, FYI, there's a business, a brick and mortar business that's reached out to her.
Okay.
Instead of purchasing from her, they're wanting to consign with her. And so, I mean, we might be able to get a few things from her, but I think she is going to get a better deal.
Oh, yeah, no, I'd rather her get the better deal. I don't really have the money right now.
I know. Hey, you stepped on the computer cord.
Me too.
Just make sure it's plugged in, because it's not forgiven right now.
Yeah,
all right. Good. So
we only got to deal with this computer until the end of the month.
Dude, okay.
No, you're good.
All right. She chose H.
Big finger, small pouch, not a good thing.
It's all good. Was this the only thing in there?
Yeah.
Alright, well, Crack and Mary, you got some like druzy post earrings. They are silver. Yeah, silver tone. They almost look like gumdrops. And I'm going to find something else to throw in with it. Because usually when I do post earrings, unless, it's something special, usually I put two sets together. So you definitely
Hi,
got
Amy.
that. Hey, Amy, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going, girl? Let's see. So those are for Jessica. Y'all give me just a second. I just realized I hadn't got Jessica's out yet. And then we got Crack and Mary's. So. And I'm trying to look to make sure. Yeah, no one else has come in that has one for up there. 7/7/25. Alright. So this one's for Jessica. I'll take that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to put redeemed. 7/7/25. Alright, awesome. And then this one's Crack and Mary's. I do need to throw something else with that.
Well, that's cool. That means you're getting closer, Amy. Says it's going good. Cast off today and now in a removable splint.
Good deal.
Hi, Salvador.
Hey, Salvador. Welcome in. Good to hear it, Amy. Definitely a step in the right direction when it comes to healing. That's good news. Thank you for sharing that. I've actually kind of avoided certain social medias because we have family all over. Both were actual DNA connected and otherwise. And no one has reached out to me on my cell phone regarding stuff in Texas. With that said, I do know a lot of people, including here on YouTube, who have been directly impacted by all that flooding.
You're awesome, Salvador. Thank you.
And you know what? I set the earrings right, and now I can't seem to find them. There they are, under the Post-its.
I need another bag. Huh?
Yes, and I've got some plastic we can do. Origami bags. Thank you. And that one's Crack and Mary's. Whew. Did y'all know when people write on vintage stuff, we're not talking glass, but I guess in an instance we're talking about glass too. Like prices, like on something like this, he's going to have to take me at my word for it. And this is either going to make me a liar or not.
Soap water takes it off too. With glass. But
good grief. It's making me work for it.
That's cool. We're far enough away that, like, my work, last year when one of the towns up here got hit with a tornado, they cleared everything I had in reheat meat.
Oh yeah, when Westmoreland was
took it up to Westmoreland and dropped it off for all the people that were working, all the people that were, without because of no power, whatever. But Texas is a little far away for us.
With that said, I have enough boots on the ground, so to speak. Not necessarily that type of boots, but could be. I can reach out and touch people and still be alive. Okay. So, FYI, someone put permanent marker on this, and now it's gone. What did I use? Well, if you're diabetic, or you check your sugars, because maybe you need to check your blood sugars, then those little alcohol wipes, alcohol swabs, that's what I used. And It came off this vintage. Oh, Avon product.
Mhm.
Avon.
What number
This
you want
was
to give that?
this was Rapture Beauty Dust. What we had 1340, so let's go with 1341. And we're gonna do a $5 start on it. It is I don't know if you call it love dove. So if there was only one, I'd say it's the dove a piece, but there's
You're good,
two.
Myra.
So this is a green tinge, almost like jade as far as a color. I'm only saying that because it's washing it out. It's looking on my screen like it's lighter than it is. But with that said, it's not overly dark. So this was sourced there in Oklahoma.
And I can.
So I haven't cleaned it at all, but I will wipe it out just to be sure.
We're counting down.
I do not see any cracks, breaks. It does show wear. It does show wear. And then I don't know if I can make. Yeah, let's see. But in that circle is where it's marked Avon. It's a great dish.
And last call, and we're sold to iCare.
Yeah, I don't feel any issues with it.
I didn't
just
last
wear.
night when I was looking at it.
Thank you, iCaren. And what I need to do, I need to jump on a device. Typically, I have one open because I'm in StreamYard, which means other than the managing mod, there ain't no one that can ban anybody. That's a good thing. Let's see. With that said, if I'm not, yeah, because you can't wrench anyone, can you?
Nope.
I didn't think
do it
so.
from yours.
All right, I think I have too many tabs open.
Well, thank you, iCaren. Thank you.
Could you put iCaren's right? Okay, you got it. Woo-hoo. It's gonna let me in. One of my guilty pleasures here on YouTube is, other than lurking and taking notes, is watching the Robertsons. Yes, Duck Dynasty. I like them because they're not perfect and they're not shy to.
Well, especially on their podcast.
Their podcast gives you a personalized view of who they really are.
It brings it more personal. I was buying Duck Commander products before the show ever came on.
Before the show, yeah. This is all products
beat their calls.
Use. All right. So
of course,
I'm going to my channel.
I was buying their duck calls when they were $8 a duck call, not 25.
Yeah, $8. Do you remember? Do you remember when they were $7 and $8, and then the show come on and?
Yeah, the kids is Godfather, and I bought, what was it, like every goose and duck call they had, because it was $7 to $12.
Karen, I have your info, so I am gonna go ahead and wrench you. I was slow at starting to wrench, folks. Salvador, if you're still listening, I'm gonna wrench you as well. Now, when I talk wrenching, of course, not everyone's gonna know who's all wrenched. Well, you'll know who's all wrenched, but you won't necessarily know. Mr. is one that can put anyone in timeout. Everybody else, I think you can do timeout, but you can't ban, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just going through really quick.
Having all the wrenches floating around makes life easy when I'm stuck working long hours. Right. And she's got to come on, so.
So, yeah. So the next time she's in here, or, types in, she should be wrenched. I have to step off for a second, mister. I gotta go bathroom. I can't.
Okay.
I'm not supposed to be holding it.
Oop, careful, babe.
It's all right. It's because he was there, so I left that down and forgot I'd left it. I'm just glad that
right. What can I get into trouble with?
Who's something from the background they want? Just don't give it away.
Oh, I ain't gonna give it away. Let's see here. Hi, Chris. Steph will be right back. She ran to the restroom. All right. You know what? Let's see here. I'm going to bring these. I got to grab my phone real quick. It's easier than trying to type on this computer. And it's 1321. All right, so it's $13.21 and it's $5 start bid, and it's for 2 candle holders that are, I would say crystal, but they're for sure glass. Neither one of them are marked. This one is a marked Avon.
The other one is not.
The other one is not, but this one here looks like a seashell, and a candle fits right here in the backside. They're real pretty.
Of course, you got Myra in there. Go, give it away, give it away. Hey, Chris, welcome in.
And the other one is not a marked piece. It had a sticker at one point on the bottom.
Step it behind you for a second. I'm gonna wrench Chris because I got his info.
Okay. The front side is a dolphin.
How much are you selling these for?
$5 is what you had on the tag.
Each or for both?
I don't know.
Yesterday I was selling them for $5 for both.
That's what I was selling them as,
Okay.
but I'm going to get yelled at.
I just want to make sure.
Oh, man.
You act like I yell at you while we're live.
Yeah.
I give you looks, but I give you looks when we're across the room from each other.
Chris is a lady.
Oh, I apologize, Chris. I'm used to most Chris's with a K, so I apologize. And thank you for setting me straight.
Yeah. All right. So it's $5 for both of these. They are a votive or tea light candle holder. They're just kind of cool.
And if there's no interest, mister, I've got one other item I need you to show because Robin had a request.
Okay.
For the biggest mineral stone I've got. Do you see it?
I will in a second whenever I get my...
I think it's behind this area. I'm not sure.
You showed it last night.
Yeah, I did show it last night. I wouldn't have just thrown it anywhere other than I might have set it in a box, but I thought I put it back in the background. Let me pull from this box.
Yeah, I'm
and
not
see.
finding it in the background.
All right, mister. Give me a second. Good grief. I got too much stuff. Oh, hey, the Krakens are here. Hey, Kraken, you still into John Wayne? I won't show you the largest John Wayne item I've got because, well, for one, it would take my background. And it requires
And
us
it's in
meeting.
storage.
Oh, it's in storage, so it's not even here. But I've got an item.
I'm out of Fenton right now.
When we meet up at some point, I got a very large item, so you'll need either a cleared trunk or just somewhere where it don't get wet. Let me make sure. Yeah, I did. All right, so Kraken, I do have some John Wayne. They look like photos, but they're not. They're postcards. They're all the same pose. This was when, I believe, does it give a location? No, it
Let me see
doesn't.
the picture.
I will tell you. Do y'all remember when they were out filming in the sands?
That would have been out in the desert.
Yeah. This-
That's when they all got radiated.
Yeah. Yeah, because the sands would blow.
Yep.
Anyways, let me count them and make sure I've got what I think I got. So there's 7 of these. If you're interested in all of them, offer me something. Otherwise, we'll start them at $1 each. But y'all, I'm giving Kraken the first dibs on this. This was an item I had for a minute.
From Rooster Cogburn.
Yes, thank you, Myra. I could not remember. Thank you. So the reseller I purchased these from is no longer on YouTube. She isn't even on this planet anymore. This was my second or third package from her, and it was one of my finals. So, but I've got 7 postcards, and they're all John Wayne. They, I think, started. Yeah, it's printed there, 69 cents.
You know how many are there?
There's 7. So if Kraken passes on them, then they're gonna start at $1 each. Like bite now for $1 each. Otherwise, he could throw something in there. I know what I've got in for them. There's something I was looking for. Oh, that stone. I've got to find that stone. It's my largest stone. Lord have mercy. What would I do with it? Alright, I've got that crafting lot. And it's not in that box.
Trying to make sure you didn't set it down. I mean, it's somewhere.
It's somewhere, but it's my largest stone.
All right.
Out of my personal collection.
All right. So, Black Widow's in for $1. You can find out what.
Not a problem. All right, Black Widow, do you want one or all of them? And if you want all of them, we'll do it at a discount. Okay. She wants one.
Okay.
Thank you, Black Widow. And then, what did I do? All right. And then I've got 12.
Oh, all.
She wants all of them?
Yep.
All right. So mark her down for $5 for all 7.
Okay. It's $13.42.
And you know what? Do it for 4. I know what I got into them. Anyone remember Dracula?
You're good. I don't worry too much about it when I don't have a bunch of stuff going on. So.
I've got 3 of the Dracula. If anyone wants...
Hey, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne, welcome in. So this is what the back looks like. Yes. Oh, Target's where they sold back in the day. 69 cents is on the print. It's for Dracula. I have 3 available. You know what? If someone wants one or all, if someone wants all of them, we'll do them for $1 for all 3. I just got to move this stuff. And then, I don't know if he's put number on the postcards or not, but
42.
all right, so 43. All right, Black Widow's in for 43. She said 1, all
Okay.
3.
Gotcha, Black Widow. I'm not even going to put it in. I'm just going to.
Just mark it sold.
Yep.
And then, so this is for the entire lot of Yellowstone. So there are 12. Yeah, I just want to make sure it shows it on the back. So it shows the print of each of the cards. Here's the case. Gives a brief description. These are all unwritten on. So the first one is that one. The second one is a snowfall. Oh, this one's really cool. That's an elk and bison there. It might be buffalo. Let me look at the shade of them. I think that's buffalo because I've seen bison. It's either bison or buffalo in there. We're gonna do the Yellowstone lot for right now $5. Someone just has to be fast on their thumbs because Mr. is putting it in. Here's this one.
All right, Myra's got it.
You got it, Myra. I'm gonna show them all though, just so you can see them, hon. This one's with the rainbow. I love that. I love rainbows. Again, I think that's bison. Not bison, but buffalo. The difference, obviously, is one is a buffalo. A bison is a buffalo cow mix, and then buffalo is just right. But you can tell by their color typically. I mean, there's other ways, but we have bison, and I think we have a small buffalo herd here in the state. It's all unregulated land, though. So all 12 are there, and thank you, Myra. I appreciate you. Y'all, I will tell you, I had 2 invoices I had to cancel, and I had someone that paid today only because they had messaged me and said, hey, with the holiday weekend, I'm going to be out of town. Are you good with that? If not, let me know and I'll figure it out. And I was like, yeah, I can wait till Monday. The point of bringing it up is that 3/4 of everybody paid, which is a huge relief to us. And yeah, so and Black Widow, I will tell you there was 8 of them, but my papa was a John Wayne fan, so I decided I would keep one. Again, the reseller I purchased those from passed away last year. And so it just took me a hot minute to get that envelope. I knew where it was. I just wasn't quite ready to let it go. So thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. And so what I'll do for those, so I know they don't like shift and bend
I'll
during
put
shipment.
cardboard around them.
Yeah, put cardboard
Yeah.
around them.
This is just so I don't lose them and they don't get damaged.
I'm gonna step out here in the hallway really quick because I think the boxing needs out here. I'll tell you what I'm looking for. You remember the box that I sorted last night that had the Christian stuff in it?
So it is, give me a second. It's right there on top. The one with the G.
Oh, the one with the G.
Yep.
Obviously, the G is not for sale. Yeah, there's a sticker on there. We got this at the mission in Oklahoma.
You definitely message her. She definitely will be open for doing a pop-up somewhere.
Yeah, for sure, girl. Yeah, as long as I ain't got anything, and I'm pretty open this week, I think. You know, I mean, my fur babies don't check with me before they try to, you know, have a heat stroke, but yeah, I got a thing for G's, obviously. No, we're not setting that up there right now, but it's cool. All right, let's see. Let's grab some stuff with numbers on them. All right, this is a Mexico.
All right, so Karen's asking about the orange vase.
Oh, she's talking about this one. I have not.
Let me see it real quick. We haven't even looked it up.
I haven't even looked it up. It's half hobnail, meaning right here's the hobnail, but this side don't have nothing.
That was Oklahoma too, wasn't it?
That was Oklahoma too. Yeah. A lot of what we've brought, unless it's something we've been showing for a couple weeks, has been from our Oklahoma trip.
So it's a vintage hand-blown orange cased glass vase with hobnail texture. It's MCM.
All right, so it's mid-century. Give me a second, Karen, because I want to be sure if
Double
there's...
check because we haven't looked it over to make sure there's
Yeah.
no. So
I'm just looking to feel. I don't feel any stress cracks, chips, breaks, flea bites, but I am still... That hobnail's cool. Mister, you picked this one up, didn't
yes,
you?
I did.
That's what I thought.
Um,
So it does
it is
need
considered art glass.
Yeah, so art glass, art deco. That is stunning. That is a stellar piece. But hey, let's see. This was our Oklahoma. $6 start.
Oh, that's
What-
a good price.
$6 start. Yeah, I did not look at the comps. I know
I
what
did.
I've got in it. Here's the thing, we can bring it.
All
'Cause this is
give me
it.
a second and I'll get it in.
This is a bite before we list it.
Exactly, and that's the idea. All right, Karen's in on it.
Okay. We got Karen at 6, looking for 7, y'all. And Mr. will start a slow countdown. Not overly slow, but it gives me time to measure. So, first and foremost, it will need clean. But here's your hand blown part, like when they
Take it off.
take it off. So, your base is 2.5 inches. And for a safe measure, you're gonna want 6.5. 6.5 is gonna put it right here at the top, so go just a little higher for a shelf. So 6.5. But there's your hobnail on one side, this side. So it doesn't matter, but I'm telling you that hobnail is so cool. That's so cool. Thank you.
Pontil.
Pontil. Yeah, pontil. Pon. That's how I'm familiar with it, but
Hi, Robin.
creating words, forming words is a struggle for me. All right. That was Karen right for 6.
Well, that stinks.
What?
My new pair of shorts. There's a hole in them.
It's all right. We'll go get you some more.
Yeah, thank you, Karen. Karen.
There you go, mister. I do have a Noah's Ark figurine.
All right, let me get it right. Get it in the chat.
You're fine.
You're moving faster than I can move.
I just figured I'd grab something and show it. This is Home Co. Let me get my magnifier because my glasses aren't enough. Made in
46. All right. What are you going to do for a price on that?
$4 start. Let me show it, and then I'm going to have Mr. see if he can read it. So here's your mark here. It says $14.74. And then the Home Co. is right there. But I can't quite read what it says it's made. So I don't know if like part of the writings.
Made in Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. Okay. Interesting.
And it's numbered 1474.
All right. And your base for length
Sri Lanka.
is just shy of 4 3/4. And let's measure the All right, so the widest part, so that's front to back, if you're looking at the ship from the back or the front, is 2 3/4. And then overall height of 3 inches. 3 inches. So, you got, is that a bear? No, that's a tiger. That's a tiger. But you got the rooster there, you got the piglets.
You're good, Karen. We appreciate it.
What's going on? I appreciate it because
She says, I'm buying you out today. Ha ha ha.
For the U-Haul we will be getting, right now it's like $283,
Plus mileage and gas.
right, and taxes.
Hi, Mona.
And I'm not convinced that I wouldn't need a trailer to go with that for my inventory. So quite literally, I'm on a sourcing freeze unless it's something that someone urgently needs. I don't know what number you put on this. 1346?
1345.
No,
or
you
46, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So pretty pristine condition. I think this was a shelf sitter. And just for the sake of not having to do this twice, I am going to issue its number that Mr. put in chat. And welcome in, Mona. Y'all, I caught Mona earlier. Well, kinda. I got the notification that she was going live. So click into it only to see her like disappear, right? StreamYard be doing some crazy stuff. And I have 4 on this, right? 4?
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, wait. Kraken's in for 4.
Okay. Go ahead and sell it.
And
Oh, you got buying space in for $13.46 as well. I've got Kraken and Frisks. I'm a StreamYard, y'all. So we've got a $4 bid with Kraken. Looking for 5. This is Homeco. So here is your mark again. The sticker says Homeco.
Myra's in for 5, looking for 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one I put in a drawer when I sourced it because I think it was a shelf sitter.
We had a show a few weeks ago. It was on a Thursday that StreamYard was completely down. And
yeah, so we just went
we
through
just
YouTube.
went through YouTube side, and we ended up with all kinds of people in there because none of them could get into StreamYard.
Mm-hmm. We got buying space at 5, looking for 6. Otherwise, Mister's gonna start the countdown. So.
All right, so I'm going to start counting down.
Yep.
Kraken can beat me to the end if he's still interested.
Kraken, if you're interested, I'll need a $6 bid. Otherwise, Mister's going to count down. Again, that's a tiger. I know it looks like a bear, but there's its stripes. There you got a zebra.
Kraken's in for 6, looking for 7 or more.
Then you got the giraffe. I guess that's a cow. That's a dove apiece. Chickens, piglets.
Myra's in for 7, looking for 8 or more.
Thank y'all for your bids. I appreciate y'all.
Kraken's out, so I'm going to count it down to Myra.
Okay. Thank you, Kraken, for your bids.
Thank you, Kraken.
Y'all, I didn't tell you who number 2 was for hitting that pay it now on PayPal. Kraken was number 2 this last sales week.
All right, and we're sold to Myra for 7. Thank you, Myra.
Appreciate y'all. Ellie appreciates y'all. And Mister and the rest of them really appreciate y'all because whatever we can't sell in the next 45 days, we're going to have to pack and move it with us. And just so you know, I have more inventory than I do house.
A true story.
So, all right. So, Myra was the winning bid
It's all right,
at
'cause
7,
I
right?
figured out, 7. I figured out that our storage unit, we're going to clear out our van before we go back down to South Central, and we're going to load as much as we can in that out of that storage unit, and we're going to drop it in the storage unit down there.
All right. So when we go back to South Central, we're taking a load.
Yep. Start clearing that unit at the same time.
Dude, do you realize
That unit's a truck by itself right now.
I know. I was going to see about getting another unit for a month so I could get our unit organized, because it's been a drop in and go for a month.
Well, and then after it got
about
broke
2
into,
months.
I piled everything that was still in there all the way to the back of that unit.
But just with everything, I wasn't able to make it happen.
Yep,
So
we'll figure it out.
we'll get it figured out. But hey, that would be a start. And yeah, taking our load down at least puts us back in our neck of the woods.
Yep.
Regardless of where.
And we're already
we go.
paying for that unit down there, so
Shoot, it's after 6, huh? I need to call them tomorrow. Because when Ellie got sick and we had her at the animal hospital, I had to pull from everything.
I gave you the money for the storage down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a direct pull out of my account.
Okay. Yeah, so you got to call her and let her know. Hey,
Let her know
money
it's in
order's
the mail.
on the way. It's in the mail.
Money order's on the way. Yeah, I'm paying. She charges 50% of the storage if it doesn't go through. So, all right, Kermit, he needs a number.
1347.
I'm looking to see if there is a year on him. I don't see one. Let's do a $6 start on him. And he is out of Deerfield Beach, Florida. 33441. So, first and foremost, here's his tag.
I got a better way to sell him. Just keep
Oh,
showing
Lord
him.
have mercy.
Hey,
We're
Andrew,
fixing to get animated.
Come here. I need Kermit.
You're wondering why Mr. said we need Kermit? Mr.'s talking about the voice.
Give him a second. He'll be back.
So he is not a puppet, just FYI.
I wish he was.
Yeah, that'd have been cool, huh?
So we're showing Kermit. We need Kermit to talk. You got to come in the door though. So
Yeah, you have to come. So if you stand right here,
do not cross past the green sign.
yeah.
Basically, this little line right here, and they can't see you.
Big Bird, 3 is a number.
All right. I'll try to match you.
Welcome to Sesame Street.
Dude, it'd just be better if you come over and animate him.
Hello.
I'm killing it. I'm killing it. Hey, remember, we are live and it's before 8 p.m.
Yeah, keep your language real low. 'cause it's before
Yeah, we're PG channel right now.
I've never talked in front of people before.
Just throw it on.
Dude,
You're not even talking to
you're not
anyone.
even talking to anyone. You're just talking. Come on.
You're talking to someone over the internet that you've never met. You may never meet. All right, play with Kermit.
Hi.
What? You want to go where?
Sesame Street.
Too bad. We're not there.
All right. Where can we go then? I don't know.
Let's go cook some bacon.
That's kind of messed up.
Talk about being accountable.
But bacon tastes good. So does ham.
You talk about my wife like that.
What you gonna do about it?
Let me think about it first.
All right. Let's
See if anyone wants it.
Mona says funny. Dude, I think, hey, because you want to do something with your channel, right?
I think you ought to do voices.
I think you ought to do voices, and here's your Kermit. I wouldn't have picked him up if you wouldn't ask me to. So I'll take that one out of the chat. And guys got.
He lightens the mood,
He
man. You can
lightens
be in
the
a
mood.
really bad mood, and having him around is a big help at times.
All right. Choose a spot, Petey. Choose a spot, buddy. All right. S1320 is a 5x7 frame, and it's an owl hand painted on, I'm guessing, either owl. $8. $8, and that's S1320.
It's painted on feathers.
It's painted on feathers, and so here's the artist signature, or to be able to. And it's from Mexico. And I have to tell y'all, they don't make frames like this no more.
Black Widow's in for 8. Anyone else looking for 9 or more? I'm going to start counting down.
Start the countdown, mister. I love products from Mexico. I do. Legal products, because the craftsmanship, the pride they take in what they're creating. Right? That's what I was thinking too.
All right. And we're going to be sold the Black Widow.
All right. Thank you, Black Widow. Y'all, if y'all just come in recently, if you are not connected with the Black Widow's web, I highly recommend her channel, and not just because I collab with her. For one, what you see is what you get with her. Honestly, y'all want to know what happens in the back room? The same that happens, other than the fact that, we know it's not being aired out to the masses. So what you see is what you get with Black Widow. And I'd rather have it that way, right? So she's got a lot of great products. I don't know. I do know she has a lot of jewelry, y'all. She does keep up on her community page better than I do. Those will be available on Sunday.
Sunday we're doing a Christmas and July sale.
So
on
before anybody jumps in on this, I'm not listing it. I'm not even putting a number. Black Widow yesterday did a giveaway on her channel, and she asked people to guess her age. Now, I was definitely in her age window. I just couldn't remember exactly what year she was born, meaning I knew it was after or before my mama was born. She was actually born the same year as my cousin Brian. So, when we got off, when I did the unboxing last night, after that, I went and started sorting some more of our Oklahoma haul.
So Karen, Sunday evening, you will definitely want to watch. She says it's a full panel with 8 of us on there.
Good deal. So, Black Widow, I'm going to get this as close as I can, but it is your birth year. And it's peanuts. Now, I thought about just tossing this in your box. Well, not just tossing it. You know better than that. But obviously, I don't know. There might be a sheet or two missing from it. But other than that, I mean, I got something and so does you, right? I mean that as a compliment, y'all. I don't mean that rudely. A lot of people struggle. Obviously, we all struggle at different events. But back in the day at Kmart, so I would say 1958. She says, cool. It is 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Karen. is when the Black Widow's web is on for her auctions on Sunday.
And we have a blast in that
And
show.
typically, I do share her Sunday show on my community page. I didn't this week just because everything going on.
You know what? I've got hers open. Let me just go grab
Just go grab it.
I'm going to grab the link for the Christmas in July, and I'm going to drop it, and then you can go set the bell to it.
All right. I think I've got part of the Christian stuff in this box, and then one in another.
That way you can go hit the bell on it.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff from Oklahoma was vintage to old vintage.
Oh, yeah.
So this one I'm keeping out. The rest of it, I'll sort later because that's not the entire of what I'm looking for.
I'm going to set this on my chair over here because sitting is not my friend today.
No, you're fine. I stood up and moved too. There it is.
So you're in South California, so it would be 4 o'clock, right?
Stop.
So it'd be 5. Yeah.
So Karen is 2 hours behind us. So yes, it'd be 4 p.m.
4 p.m. your time, Karen, on Sunday.
All right. If y'all was over at Black Widows yesterday, I had, which of course I don't know where I put the sticker for the number. I had a crafting lot. I'm adding to it right now.
I can get you the numbers, kid. Well, maybe I can't. I didn't write it down.
I mean, there's household cement. I wouldn't recommend it, but hey, it's there.
No, I didn't write it down. So.
I've got to sort it to get to the Christian stuff. So there's paint brushes in there. A lot of this is vintage, y'all. Does anyone like fish? I don't mean to eat, but I mean like crafting and stuff. I've got fish as well.
Now, how do you end up with all this vintage and old vintage stuff? That's what happens when you show up to a yard sale that everything's in boxes and they just got a price on the box, and you start looking and you open up the 1st box and you just start counting, going, here's all the money, and you just start loading. We didn't even look through this stuff. We literally
actually had to leave half of it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Because I just started consolidating boxes. So I'm like, I looked at them. I said, "We'll sort it later. Trust me. I see what's there." So I've got a ton of fish. A lot of them are trout, but I've got a salmon and a pike that go with them. I've got to sort this. Was anyone? Let's see. I should probably look up this place. Let me look and see what it says. That goes with these.
Miss it.
These are 1980. I think it's high school graduation. It doesn't give a whole lot. It's not like individual, but more like class. Yeah, the senior class.
So it's in Minneapolis.
No,
No.
it's on the cover. It's in Oklahoma. It's got to be on the res or close to it.
Oh, right there. Waukeeta, Oklahoma.
Waukeeta, Oklahoma. All right, so set those. I knew I'd seen that name and these together because that kind of gives some history with that. Remember, a crafting box. Mister, you don't need any Stanley staples, do you?
I don't even have a staple gun anymore.
I didn't
Got
think
stolen
so.
in the storage unit.
Yeah, that was one of those items. There's those. There's those.
Yeah, I mean, this
There's
one was
those.
kind of like that. It literally, they had boxes just sitting out on the yard, and they just had the lids folded up, and they had a price on each box.
Did you have use for glitter?
No.
We don't have anyone's
No,
going
that
to
stuff can disappear.
Just a second. So one of the no-nos, doesn't matter what branch of the military, the one thing you do not do, for real, I'm being serious, for a moment, you do not put glitter in anything that goes to an APO address.
Because the machine can't tell if it's explosive or not.
No, they can't tell if it's powder or what, so they have to open, and most of the time they don't have time, so the package gets sent back, period, in the story. If you got someone in training and you want to get them smoked, that's a sure way to do it. Let's see. I got more fish, so we'll do a lot of those. So this one is, y'all, we joke every once in a while about targeting each other, and we do it all fun and games. But, so I'm going to give Buying Space, if she's here, an opportunity to bid first.
So Black Widow says next weekend on the 17th, they have a huge estate sale where she's at. And she's going to send you the link so you can look too.
That would be great. For sure. I actually talked to the youngest soldier turned officer in training. He has not earned the title of an officer yet. Y'all, it's taking me a minute because I'm trying to semi-organize these. But these are Christian-based. There's bookmarks. There's little cards that you can put in your wallet. But Myra...
I've got a figurine for you, Kraken. Just wait. Let her show this stuff.
Myra from Buying Space. She does occasionally sell. I don't know if she's going to be doing it more often, but she does both sell once in a while on a few channels. And she does her own way of packaging and shipping stuff, whether it's friend or seller. So, Myra, I'm trying to make sure I have them all. So, these are all vintage for the most part. You have a card here. I'm thinking these are wallet cards. I'm not going to read every one of them. These are all Christian-based. There can be some Catholic. Catholic is still Christian, isn't it? We don't bash religions here, just FYI if you're new to me. Religion and politics, we can discuss it in a controlled meaning. We're not being disrespectful.
The reason why we don't discuss religion and politics is I had a friend one time that made sure everyone knew more people have died over those two topics than any other topic there is. And like she said, they burned a lot of people at the stake over religion.
Right. All right. So it's going to be this lot. Mr. could put a number in. If Buying Space is interested in this lot, I'm going to have her throw me an offer out. I thought you would. All right. So this one says children learn what they live. So there's that one.
So it's $13.48, and then whoever wants it, make an offer. So make an offer, Myra, if you're interested.
I'm not going to show the back because I don't want to show the precise location where I source this stuff, y'all. I have loved ones that serve in combat boots. So, and this is very identifiable, but on the back it says, learning Christ, teach me, my Lord, to be sweet and gentle. And it goes the full length of the card.
Myra is making an offer of $7.
All right, sell it to her. Don't ever count it down. I'm just going to go through really quick. So there's two of these, Myra. It says Jesus Cares. Then you have a couple bookmarks. This one's Rejoice. It does have a scripture in the bottom. Here's this one. Here's this one. Here's the Nurse's Prayer. Here's Jesus again. Does have the inscription on the back. Jesus, and this has the Lord is my shepherd. This is the Serenity Prayer. Learning Christ. It's a rainbow. Friendship. Now, I know there's two of these. They're one of the boxes that I put back. So this is bedtime prayer reminder. It says it glows in the dark, but this is vintage, so I honestly wouldn't count on it. Myra, what I'll tell you is when you look at the backs of these, the little stickers that say whatever gift shop or spiritual shop they came from. You will then know where my youngest soldier and grandbaby are, and that's okay. I just don't want to air it on YouTube. Christian calendar cutout. So this is the Dove of Peace, kind of in gray or blue. And then here's cutouts, kind of in like an orange or red. And then you have an assortment of bookmarks. A lot of them are the same, but that one says God loves you, girl. And whatever else I can fit in there, you know. Oh, Myra, one I hadn't showed. Y'all, do you remember, did anyone know that Humpty Dumpty and Jesus was in the same sentence? I've never seen them before. So this is the first one I've ever found, and it was in the same lot. My Jesus pocketbook of nursery rhymes. So, Mr. Oh.
I got it.
Yeah, you seen where it went. It says, My Jesus pocketbook of nursery rhymes. 1980 is the copyright. Hey, Maritza, welcome in, girl. So, just look at the nostalgia.
Now, we got to find that figurine you had made of me for Kraken. He's wanting a figurine, and I told him I've got a figurine for him.
What type of figurine?
And he goes, I don't want a figurine of yourself.
Right? It's just really cool, Myra, and it's like each one has a different like story in it. Humpty Dumpty and Jesus. I've never seen one.
Okay.
All right, Mister. Why don't you try to sell that? And I'm gonna move this box because it's pretty much empty.
Give me just a second, everyone.
I was trying to think what I was going to. Hey, you can sell these fish all as one lot if you want to. They're fish resin. Most of them are 3.5 inches. You've got a couple that are smaller than that. Most of it's brown trout, but you've got, I think, a rainbow trout, a pike, and all that.
I'm trying to figure out what I did with my glasses. Oh, right there.
Well, you handed them to Andrew.
Yeah, and then he handed them back.
All right, I know I was going for something, and now I don't know what exactly.
All right. So.
Oh, I know what I'm going for.
Did I drop it? No. Okay. All right. So Kraken. It's S1316. It's a $6 start bid, and it's a little girl hand painted with Lassie. It is got on the back. It's got the maker's mark from the place it was gotten. And then in here under the sticker, it's got the person that painted it. Her name was Rita, and it was painted in 1989. It's just a cool piece. And I kind of thought of you when I dug it out of a box. This is part of that stuff that came out of those boxes from Oklahoma. So, all right, we're sold the Kraken for $6.
What was that? The fish? Oh, that?
Yeah.
Woohoo! Cool. What are you looking for? Maybe I can
My
help.
phone.
You set it down in the drawer. That drawer loses more stuff. It eats a lot.
And I'm counting it down.
So I went for the statue that totally. Oh, it's already in my background. Why did I do that? Hey, Kraken, you like Popeye the Cellarman? No, it's not Popeye the Cellarman, but
Here, I'll let you jump back over so I can take care of bookwork.
that works.
Thank you, Kraken.
So I'm going to pull some statues. It's going to take me a minute because, well,
I buried it.
well, not that you buried it. I just stick things wherever they'll fit. Probably didn't sound right, but hey. Let me grab statues.
Um,
Let's, I think, Home Cove. I'm going to go with one I've already got numbered, and then we'll start numbering these. So this isn't a statue. This is, I think it's porcelain. Let me feel. I think she's porcelain. If anyone has the capability of Google lensing,
yeah, do
I
on that piece.
recommend it. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. So I cannot think of, you created the body. So like a pin cushion doll or some other sort, but she's old. So let me get her
And
up
do we
here.
need a number for her?
No, I've got a number. She's 1035 and she's a $24 start. Now she is coming up old vintage. What do I mean by old vintage? Well, I'm an 80s baby. And so what things were considered old vintage back in the 80s? We're talking, 60, 70, 80 years. Antiques are not, except for cars and a couple other things, are not antique until 100 years old. This does come up even as an antique. So she does have some sticker smudgy. That isn't, I just haven't cleaned her because she's hand painted.
Let me see here.
So it's sticker smudge there. And she's got a couple little smudges here. I just haven't cleaned her, but Mister has this cloth that we recently got, and I told him, I said, let's try it on our stuff first before we start trying to.
Sticker smudge gone.
All right, but she's got smudge here, here, and here as well.
Okay. Well.
Thank you, Mister.
Mm-hmm.
And she is a $24 start. The great thing with a start, y'all, is if you're the only one comes in for it, that's what you get it for. I think she's going to be in the top 5 of my listing items. I've already got one in on eBay because that's the platform I'm starting with as far as selling listings. Considered marketplace, but to be honest, at least up here, it's a hit or a miss. You can't get people to respond, or they respond, but then all right. So Mr. Yeah, cleaned her up. So
okay, sounds good, Kraken. He said
okay.
We still have her get her next Friday.
All right, so I'll wait to list her until after Friday of next week. Let me put her sticker back on her just so we have her number. I'm going to set her back where I've been having her. All right, Mister. Give me a second. There is a condition issue with this one. So she's going to start at $6 because when I sourced her, so that's what I have into her is $6. I'm okay with her going for $6. She is marked Japan.
You have a number for her, or do I need?
No, you need to
give me $13.49.
$13.49. She has a $6 start. She is marked Japan in black, and then inscribed, meaning when they first fired this, you had the maker JK. And it looks like an S. 47B81. Not sure what the numbers mean. It could be. No,
and
I'm not.
In for 6.
I'm not going to tell you her. Okay. What's it going to show the condition issue until right here? See it? Right there.
And Kraken's not worried about the condition issue, he said.
So you can't really tell that her fingers, because it almost looks like they're bent in, but they're actually missing right there. But she's cool. She's one that I get so I could do, because I planned for the start of this year to oh, and she's blue. She's bluish purple, maybe a little bit of gray.
And they're sold to
For my
Kraken.
background, not this background, but like Bite Now videos. But she's been hiding out, so
Thank you, Kraken.
thank you, Kraken. And I appreciate y'all so much more than I really elaborate here. What was her number?
1349.
And then we need to keep an eye on time because it is Monday, and on Monday show out Sunday, so you can find us over on Black Widow's web.
So we probably ought to be doing giveways and
Mondays.
start working our way off because it's already 7:15.
Mondays at 8 o'clock, give or take. So far today, we need it.
I gotta get different boxes.
All
I
right,
got
Kraken. So
Kraken's
this
buried.
one, this is struggle, bud, because this one spoke to me.
That'll be another one of those pieces he may be holding on. Next.
So I paid up for this
1350.
because this piece spoke to me. My grandpa was a sailor in the U.S. Navy, and
What are you gonna do it for?
so we're gonna do it. Oh, Lord have mercy! I gotta see the date. I did not realize it was inscribed on the back.
Hey, you want me to look at the illusion?
Please tell me it's not a 2. That's a 7, right? So like 87, not 82. That's all good. Hey, Mister's gonna throw the next number out there for this one, and it's a $15 start. I did pay up for this one at the mission in Oklahoma. The mission is an outreach, not just organization. They do so much. Yeah. You know,
I can't tell if it's a 2 or a 7.
so I don't know if it's a 2 or a 7, but, and I haven't Google Lensed it because I really meant to hold on to it for a minute, but I'm cool if we can
How
move
much
it.
did you say?
$15 start. So this either says 82 or 87. It just can't, and then whatever identifying stuff. It
And
does.
Kraken's it for 15.
It does have the felt stoppers here. So yeah, my papa Richard, which is my second born, is named after him.
All right. Looking for 16 or more, and I'm going to start counting down.
Yeah, just do it slowly so I can.
Mhm.
So 3 3/4 of an inch for a base. It does have a little bit of weight. It's not overly heavy, but it does have a little bit of weight.
So Scooter says, I was going to say there's a reason why you paid up for that. LOL. Those go for more. LOL.
5, no, 10 and a half. 10
then-
and a half.
Black Widow told Scooter to hush.
Here's the thing. I could hold on to this and I could list it, and I'm very sure, because I really learned how to comp really well for the most part on certain things. So I know there's a reason why I don't Google Lens before I bring certain things, because I know they're worth some more. Here's the thing. The money in my pocket now versus the money a month or more.
And we're sold to Kraken.
You know, we do some crazy stuff when we're in debt.
Carefully set it right there.
And the idea, and that's probably why I struggled last week more than usual, y'all. We're going to do this crafting a lot.
All right. Let me.
There is more than half a dozen there. There's probably, here, I'll just show you. There's at least 6
So I'm
of the
giving it
green.
$13.51.
$13.51, and it's a $15 start for the entire box. The box is plus shipping, y'all. So this is multicolored. And I think there's 4 of those.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at, Scooter, is, we're,
Yeah.
a little profit's better than no profit in holding this stuff. And
I didn't, I didn't flip it for double, but I definitely got my time and my money back. So, well, I didn't get time back. You can never get time back. All right, so you get 2 Stanley. Wait, this one's Arrow. Staples. I don't know if they're all there. The box feels solid. Made in the USA. Here's your Stanley sharpshooter. These are nail staples. Or not nail staples. Staple gun staples. Bristle brushes. There's 3 of those.
go.
There are 2 of these. The packages are here in it. They're old enough that, they separated. There's 2 of those. I don't know that I put that on anything important. But it is clear household cement.
Sorry about the paper wrestling, guys. I'm trying to.
There is these type of ornaments. I know you can use them for wreath, signs, all that stuff. So I'd say there's at least 3 of the bells in there, if not more. There's a lot of Jesus plaques already done. I think a lot of this crafting lot was a vacation Bible school type thing. But here's the thing. If you don't like Jesus, and we're not going to debate that here, I'm just saying, you can make this back to blank just by painting it and taking the sticker off and painting it. All right, so these ones are pre-drilled. That's the Bible. Jesus loves me, pre-drilled. Another Bible one. It is blank on the back. The church. This one's blank other than the cross on it. Again, you can paint that if you didn't like it. There's pink bows. You get crosses. I know not everybody's into religion. Hey, I get it. I do. But it's all in one box. So pre-painted something ornaments. So those are bears. There's 2 of them in there. The barometric pressure has changed. I can always tell because it makes me feel like I'm in a tube, and I probably sound like I'm in a tube right now, and I apologize, y'all. This one's white. This one is a pink. This one is an off-white. This is plastic canvas yarn, 10 yards each. And this is your nylon plastic canvas yarn, and it's in your hunter orange. That's a duck. More bells. Some wooden stuff. What else? There's a bear. You get ribbon. It's just an assortment of stuff. All crafting, but still. And I'll tell you what, if anyone's really interested in it, I'll throw in all the fish. Otherwise, we're going to keep the fish to its own lot. But aside from and it's a pretty full box. It's just an assortment of crafting stuff. So let's see. Make sure I put all the crafting stuff back. And then I'm not sure what those are, but those are cards of some sort. So we're just gonna throw those in there too. And we'll put them back over there.
And Kathy's in for 15.
Oh, cool. We got a bid on that, so we're going to throw the fish in. So these are resin fish. Past that, I couldn't tell you. This is a brown trout. Get 2 of them. That goes in there. This is regular trout, more like a rainbow trout, in my opinion.
Looking for 16 or more, and I'm counting it down.
Brown trout, 3.5 inches. Brown trout, 3.5 inches. That's a salmon, 3.5 inches. Here's your pike, that's 3.5 inches. Trout, trout, trout.
And we're sold to Kathy.
More trout and more trout. So,
Thank you,
Kathy, thank you, girl. And yeah, appreciate you. Appreciate all of y'all for being here. If it's for a moment, you've been here the whole time or somewhere in between. So, Kathy, 15. What was the number?
1351.
And y'all, if y'all are new to my channel, Kathy has she does more nature stuff on her channel. She does unboxings as well, and she's about 20 minutes, give or take, depending on traffic and road conditions, from my location. So she has more time than I do with everything we do, not just here on YouTube, but in our communities around. So she's able to get out there and capture the ducks, a heron, maybe herons. She's just a really great channel, not just because we're friends, but yeah, it's a cool place. I definitely know that the sound of her birds are pretty common to the ones we got out here. Alrighty, it is Monday night motivation.
Almost 7:30. So
is in 33 minutes. So y'all, let's do another giveaway. We done 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. We'll do a giveaway, and then I'm going to show these last 2 items that I pulled, and then we'll go ahead and close out.
yeah, because I got to move everything, and I want to be able to listen too.
Right. All right. All right. I'm going to assume everyone's got their numbers in. Who's the last one you got written down for numbers? In the notebook.
Well, Maritza, but
okay, you got Maritza.
yeah.
Has anyone else come in since Maritza? All right. Y'all, we're just going to roll. We're going to ask Siri for a number. Yeah, squirrel. Oh, my goodness, Kathy, that squirrel. I'm going to get some roasted nuts for your squirrel. And that rabbit, you train in that neighborhood, those neighborhood squirrels and rabbits and birds. Y'all, just go check her out. Trust me. Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 125, please.
A random number between 1 and 125 is 106.
So 106, and we're not actually going to draw from there. We're going to draw from the Scooter Renee LLC box that showed up yesterday. Well,
no one is.
Yeah, it showed up.
No one is at 106 or above.
106?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Go to sleep, Siri. Hey, Siri, can you tell me a bedtime story?
Okay. I found this on the web for Can You Tell Me?
She's misbehaving.
82.
So there was no one at Siri's number or above. So the next one and closest is 82. And who was it?
Kathy.
Kathy. All right. Where's Scooter and Harley's box, please?
Right there. You can grab it. Not enough hands.
So, Kathy, Do you like tea? I can't remember. I've got tea. You'll have to check this out. This was a self-care shipment. Stuff that I'm going to be putting in giveaways. I mean, I'll probably put stuff for holidays too, but I've got tea, Kathy. I've got peach. I've got a slumber. I got an Earl. I got this, we're going to call it roti. We got the English. We got green. Yeah, y'all might have went a little bit cray-cray, but hey. Oh, and I got cinnamon. I got cinnamon as well. That's for the teas. Or if you want some smelly good things. All right, so Scooter, remember that pop-up? The pop-up? Y'all, Harley sold probably 3 or 4 of these. It took me till like the 3rd or 4th that she showed for me to get one, because I tell you, everybody was on their game with their thumbs that day. But I have some smelly good ones. I don't remember what Harley calls these as far as scents. The scents are written on them for sure. This one's a peppermint mocha. They all very much smell good. I can tell you without even knowing the quality of essential oils. I can tell you her quality is top shelf.
When I walked in this room this morning, I could still smell them in here, because this room smelled like, you remember when you used to go to Grandma's house and she had that room that was just packed full of stuff, and it had that smell that you'll never forget because you walked into.
These do not smell like mothballs.
No, not that. I'm talking the room itself from all the stuff that's in here.
So you can have a tea and you can have a sensei. I'm going to call them scents. You can tell me Christmas. You can't have the Grinch because I only got one of him. I was sad. You know what? I'll probably is complicated. I'll just stick the whole box in and let Kathy choose something. Kathy, don't even worry, girl. I'll just bring the whole box in and I'll let you pick something when you do the drop off for you, girl. But I only got one of him. I was kind of sad, but hey, I ended up with a purple stocking, dude. So hey, I'm good with him. Y'all, that is going to conclude our sale for today. Tomorrow, let me tell you, it's one price short. They're on Scooter Renee LLC's, and I believe she goes on at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Y'all, my days times are so I always like put question mark there. Scooter will be there. Selena will be there. We will be there. You know, Mister might be in these. Y'all, if y'all wasn't over there at Black Widows last night, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's 7:30.
Mister, he sported these. We got that one. Oh. But yeah, that way I don't complicate things because I think I do sometimes. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for being here this evening. Being here this last week, and let's just be honest, if you've been with me pretty much the whole time on this YouTube journey and you're still here, I appreciate you. Really, I do.
Thank you, Black Widow.
So these are adjustable. They have the built-in for the sweat, right? I know, putting things on your head, but
I mean, yeah, I should have said that as a disclaimer last night. You know, I had just showered before we went live.
Yeah, I didn't shower today before I put these on, but I showered last night. So, but I could easily throw them in the wash. I didn't ever think, about that. So, I just think they're cool. But we have a whole lot of fun over there on the Black Widow's web. And we do over at Scooters as well. And then on Wednesdays, we rotate between our channel and Don's channel. So that's Dawn's channel is
I'll drop it.
her YouTube name. And so that's Dawn Lane. And this week we're over on her channel, I believe.
Yep.
And I'll tell y'all, you don't want to miss it if you have the opportunity to be there. But if for any reason you miss it, you can certainly catch the replay. And the same thing with any of our channels, y'all. You can certainly go back if you catch the replays. If you see things that were passed on, feel free to claim it in the chat even after the live. I know a lot of us resellers, we do keep a pretty close eye, at least that first 24 hours after a sale, and in our email. So there are so many ways I've had people purchase through email, purchase after the live's over through comments, through a text, yes, through Messenger, yes. Of course, I don't accept bids from everybody through those forms. There has to be a level of trust to have that side of things. But y'all, I think we're all, going in the same direction, just on, similar paths. And we're all going to get there. So keep an eye out. Thursday is going to definitely have some chit-chatting. We're going to do a pop-up. Oh, next week's thumbnail for Monday is going to look a lot different than this Monday. Next Monday, we have a very, very, very new to us, meaning I'm familiar with them. I know who they are. But collab here on our channel for Monday next week. I will make the announcement probably tomorrow on who it is. But, I mean, it's a fella. And he's from the Sunshine State of Florida. And that's about the only hint I can give you today. Not because I'm ashamed, but I just like to draw it out, the suspense. Y'all, thank you for being here. Thank you for your bids. Thank you for giving us a great chat. Because, I mean, the channel's mine, but the chat's really y'all's. Unless I have to, sit there and shut someone down. But thankfully, we haven't had to do that in a while.
No. Usually it's been trolls.
So, y'all, we are going to be heading over to Scooter and Nate LLC here around 8 o'clock. She does chat participation, and so you can get in on some stuff that she's doing there. Past that, I mean, participation in chat's cool, but if you just need somewhere to hang out but not feel overwhelmed or like you have to keep up with chat, it's a good place to lend to.
I don't usually even go into chat past saying hi to everyone. And then I usually just sit there with my phone open and listen.
I have to be very selective about jumping in chats because it'll take, depending on who's chat, it'll take me 20 or more minutes to get through the hellos.
Don and Teresa's this morning. I told everyone hello. I said hi to a few people. And it's like, hey, I got to go back to work. Everyone have a good day.
Mm-hmm. So y'all have a great evening. And if we don't catch you over at Scooter or LLC's for Monday Motivation, we'll catch you in another chat. Otherwise, we will be here. What time are we going live tomorrow?
Probably 5.
Probably 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
I
5.
won't get out of work till almost right at 3.
Or after.
No.
All right, well, we'll discuss that. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, yeah, so we'll be back here. We're going to be networking tomorrow before we go live with Scooter and LLC. So y'all have a good evening. And if nothing else, we'll catch you in another chat. Later, y'all. Good night.